Well, guys, you know that Bitcoin has gone mainstream when you see Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange talking about trading Bitcoin on their platform. The next news which is coming out is from the New York Stock Exchange. So we just about heard about Nasdaq thinking of trading Bitcoin. Now today, New York Stock Exchange announced that they are also going to be trading Bitcoin, and they're not talking about the Bitcoin futures trade. In fact, they are talking about the actual Bitcoin trade as well. And this news is all over the media. So this has been tweeted in the New York Times. The Bitcoin sees Wall Street warm up to trading virtual currency. And then this is also on Futurism and all over the place. And we're also going to talk about the Venezuela cryptocurrencies, which is Petro, being accepted by a 7-star hotel. And in my opinion, it looks like the Venezuela is going to lead this cryptocurrency space with a lot of examples. And of course, Facebook is implementing blockchain technology in their Messenger app as well. So there's a lot to cover. Welcome back to Crypto Conversation. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. And also, this is not a financial or investment advice, just my personal opinion. I'm just excited every day to share these new updates with you and keep updating myself as well. So I hope you'll like that. Let's start with the coin market. So what's happening with the coin market? The Bitcoin price has gone slightly down, and this was basically happened because of the ACC and CFTC FUD created, right? So Bitcoin is back to $9,000, and the overall market cap has slightly dropped down to $416. But I'm not really worried about these rates right now because I see a lot of positive news. So what is this news all about? So New York Stock Exchange owner wants to let customers buy Bitcoin. And why would they not let customers do that? Because that's the new technology. Everyone is talking about this new technology called Bitcoin, right? And also the ACC and CFTC are very positive on Bitcoin. They have already said that the Bitcoin is not a security and Bitcoin is tradable and all that. Of course, the only thing that they have concern is about some of the ICOs which might turn out to be securities. But otherwise, Bitcoin, they are completely bullish on. So it makes a lot of sense actually to have more of a holdings in probably Bitcoin. Again, this is not a financial or investment advice. So it says the owner of the New York Stock Exchange is mulling letting customers buy and hold Bitcoin. The New York Times reported late Monday 7. The move would be second Wall Street giant in a week to reportedly open up to crypto. Second, because the first one was Nasdaq, right? So there's always literally a fight between New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq. It says that as the New York Times reports, emails and documents as well as 4 anonymous sources, NYSE owner Intercontinental Exchange ICE is planning to offer traders contracts that eventually result in customers owning the cryptocurrencies, right? So it has conversations with other financial institutions about setting up a new operations through which banks can buy a contract known as swap that will end with the customers owning Bitcoin the next day with the backing and security of the exchange. So there is a complete backup and security, something that the traditional investors like Warren Buffett, they completely like it. People like Warren Buffett, they don't like gamble. They like security, right? So for them, for the traditional investors, it's going to be a good news. So maybe for Warren Buffett, it's a good news to buy into some Bitcoin, especially now when he's being offered some securities. So should the move go ahead, ICE and Goldman would join an increasingly large chunk of traditional finance engaging with cryptocurrency. Other recent players are now include Nasdaq, which announced it would be open to establishing a cryptocurrency trading platform in the future. So you have Nasdaq announcing, you have Goldman Sachs, now you have New York Stock Exchange announcing Bitcoin trade as well, guys. So keep on holding probably. That's what I will do because really the big time is coming soon. This is in terms of adoption. So Venezuela has been leading the space, as you know, with the formation of their own cryptocurrencies called petrodollar. Nobody knows whether it's legit or it's not legit. They claim that every petrodollar is backed by crude oil. But what excites me is the kind of excitement and the enthusiasm this guy has and really wants to do something for his country, right? So a luxury hotel is offering breathtaking, okay, this is basically the features of the luxury hotel, will be accepting payments in petro now. So Venezuela's national cryptocurrencies, according to President Maduro. And so luxury hotel, you can check in with the petro. Now these kind of adoption really will help the petro price to grow up and also will build belief and confidence in everyone that, well, the cryptocurrencies really work. You don't have to rely on those Venezuelan dollars, which is worthless, or you don't have to necessarily use dollars. You can actually use petrodollar and you can stay in a hotel and have a good life. So this is what he says, that we want, so this is from the President Maduro. He says, we want the Humboldt Hotel to become the model for the application of the petro. The president added that tourism sooner rather than later should become the second largest collector of international wealth. Of course, tourism is something that all the countries have been very, very bullish on, right? And what if, when it comes to tourism, you could have a cryptocurrency instead of having those fiat currencies? You will not have the hassle of exchanging that, forex, fiat to fiat. Instead, you have a cryptocurrencies which you can just check into any hotel. So the whole world becomes one small place with one single currency. And honestly, it's not a very big task to convert crypto to crypto as much as it is from fiat to fiat. I'm sure you would agree to that, right? You go into an exchange and you can convert that anytime. This was from the Facebook. So Facebook is forming a team, a blockchain team, which is led by the Coinbase board member. So David basically is also on the board of Coinbase. Now he's the head of the Facebook's messaging app, Messenger. Announced that the social media site is exploring possible applications of blockchain technology. So now Facebook wants to use blockchain technology as well. I'm setting up a small group to explore how best leverage blockchain across Facebook starting from scratch. Marcus has been leading Messenger for almost 4 years. This guy has been leading the Messenger. In December, he also joined the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase as a board member. Not sure whether you could also be a part of the company as an employee, and you can also be a board member of Coinbase, but good luck to him. He also said, right, so that's the Facebook adopting blockchain technology as well. So this also mentions about some of the remarks that CEO Mark Zuckerberg had made earlier about the blockchain technology, the decentralization, where he said that decentralization is the future, and this is something that I really want to look at. And the last one I want to share, guys, is CoinCheck, one of the exchange which lost about a couple of millions of NEM coins, has now started trading Monero withdrawals and sales. So what it means is people can actually buy. So CoinCheck apologizes again for the suspension of its services following the attack on the platform. The Japanese exchange lost some about 58 yuan worth of NEM coin, but now they have resumed. So Japanese exchange CoinCheck announced partial resumption of operations with Monero. Its clients will be able to withdraw and sell Monero, but purchases are still unavailable. And that's the reason, the main reason is because regulators are not allowing this privacy-based cryptocurrencies to be traded on these exchanges. So that is why you cannot purchase anymore. But yes, if you have some Monero on the exchange, you can withdraw it, or you can sell it and convert it into Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency. Amazing. But definitely leave your opinion. What do you think New York Stock Exchange wanting to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Where do you think the market is heading? Leave your opinion in the comment box below. Always lovely talking to you. Give this video a like, share, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.